What's good, guys? I'm Kendrick. Welcome back to the channel. In this breakdown, I'll walk you through the pairs I've been tracking, the ones that played out ceiling and the ones that didn't. I'll be breaking it all down using my top-down analysis approach, analyzing from higher time frames to lower time frames, finding solid setups. If you value clean breakdowns and real structure, you're in the right place. Let's go to the charts. What's good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So actually, in this breakdown, I'm going to be doing something different. I will be analyzing all the pairs. I started this Forex YouTube channel with pairs like Euro USD, GBP USD, BTC, and Euro GPY. These are the main pairs that I've been analyzing since I started this channel. So I will be doing a general analysis to basically explain what has been going on in the market, because all our plans, although the market has been respecting the trend, but none of our criteria were being met. So I'm going to give a general analysis on all the pairs and tell you guys what I'm looking out for, and also other pairs that I'm going to be analyzing too, because most of these pairs seem to not be giving us any solid setups in the nearby future. I'm going to be starting with GBP USD at the moment. So GBP USD, as you guys can remember, from the first chart breakdown I started in this channel, which was episode 1, I actually broke down GBP USD, following a long position saying that we are bullish on GBP USD. I'm just going to give a general analysis of GBP USD and tell you guys what is currently going on with the pair. So on the monthly time frame, it's just a general analysis. I'm doing everything from start. On the monthly time frame, you can see that we have this massive trend line that's been capping price to the downside. We retested it on July 2014, way back. Price slapped it down, tested it again. 2021 slapped it down, and now we are about to test it again, but this time it didn't slap price down. Price actually broke above it. We tested it, and now we're heading to the downside, the upside. So it's a change in trend for GBP USD. You can see we are making lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs. Then we made a lower high. We're supposed to make equal lows for lower lows to basically continue the trend to the downside, but we didn't do that. Instead, we broke above this descending major trend line. We tested it, and now we're heading to the upside. But the fact that we have broken structure, this lower high right here, we have broken it, so we have broken structure. And now we made the higher high. Is a change in trend, and you can see this monthly bullish engulfing candle 1, 2, 3. So it's a change in trend for GBP USD. GBP USD is officially bullish ever since. Now that we know that we're bullish, we know the trend is bullish. Simply come over to the weekly time frame, draw our key levels. These key levels here, you can see these supports, resistance. I drew them. I'm not going to go deep on the analysis. If you want to know how I analyzed GBP USD, you can watch the episodes. You can go on my channel and you see the episodes there. So I drew all my supports and resistance, drew everything, and actually on the daily time frame is where we come to formulate a setup. So on the daily time frame, you can see that we are bullish on the daily time frame. You can see that we're making higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher highs and higher lows. So we are officially bullish on the daily time frame. So we only look for buying opportunities. We do not look for selling opportunities. So we are bullish on the daily time frame. I remember saying that I will be waiting for a break above. I remember saying that at the time, price was actually at this point right here. So I said I'll be waiting for a pullback, which is something like this, into Fibonacci and support. I would be waiting for a pullback into Fibonacci and support for me to buy to the upside. So price actually did all those things. We pulled back into Fibonacci, we pulled back into support, and we actually broke the CTL. But I had a problem when we broke the CTL, because you can see at the point when we broke the CTL, I brought down my profit and loss too. If I should go longer about here, you can see that the stop loss is unimaginably stupid and the take profit is nothing. So, like I said, I only go for a trade that have a 1 to 2 minimum risk to reward ratio. It doesn't have a 1 to 2 minimum 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. Simply leave the trade and move on to another trade. So, GBP USD didn't even give us a 1 to 1, talk less of a 1 to 2. This is a 4.94. Like, even if you had to risk $100 or let's say $100 on this trade, if the trade should move in our favor, you will not even make back your risks. So it doesn't make any sense. Would you go for a trade that have a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio? So in the long run, you can still end up profitable. That's the rule. That's the standard rule in forex trading. So I saw that price broke this CTL, and the stop loss area was too wide to enter the trade. So I said I'm going to be leaving the trade alone. I won't execute the trade. But what I'll be doing is waiting for a retest of the CTL right here. So I'll simply be waiting for a breakout and a retest CTL to buy this pair to the upside. This was the ideal plan for the setup. This was the criteria for this trade, the setup for this trade, but price didn't do that. And I said that for the fact that my criteria was not met, I'm not going to take the trade. I look for other trading opportunities on other pairs. GBPUSD is not the only pair that is tradable. So you can see I was anticipating a breakout and a retest of CTL to buy to the upside. Even if Fibonacci was aligned with it, if I should draw my Fibonacci from swing low to swing high, you can see it was aligned with it. We're just waiting for that little push down here, a 4 hour candle bounce, and then I will buy to the upside. But price didn't do that. The ideal setup would have been something like this. My take profit would have been here, stop loss around here, a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. This was the ideal setup. For this trade, but it didn't go as planned. So I simply left it alone, saying that if we can by any other form retest here, I'll be buying. But if you do not do that, I'm going to be staying out of GBPUSD, and price has then consolidated. And honestly, this is not an ideal setup. I don't really know what GBPUSD is doing at the moment. I don't know if it's going to rally. I think it's going to rally, but I'm not in market. So GBPUSD is confused at the moment, if you ask me, because even if you were to retest here, you could have done it long ago, but we ranged for a moment. So even if you are to retest again in the future, we are never going to retest this CTL anymore. So from here, I think the price is going to blow to the upside. I think it's going to blow to the upside. I don't really know what's going to happen next on GBPUSD, but at the moment, I'm not currently on this pair. I just left it alone to figure its way out. But sometimes the market can become irrational. The market trends 40% of the time, and then 60% the ranges. So the market is a bit chaotic at the moment. There's nothing happening on this pair. GPUSD, there's nothing happening. So this is the setup for the analysis for GBPUSD at the moment. This is what I'm looking out for at the moment. There's nothing I can really say about this pair. The same with Euro USD. If I should go to Euro USD, same with Euro USD. Euro USD is actually the same with GBPUSD. You can see that the two pairs are confused at the moment. Like, what is tradable here? Like, this is noise. There's nothing tradable here. Look at this consolidation. You buy here, price will spike down. If you sell, price will spike up. Like, this is noise. The pair is confused at the moment. There's nothing to trade here. This was why I stayed out of Euro USD at the moment. Euro USD, the analysis is simple. The analysis is the same with GBP USD. Lower lows, lower highs. Lower lows, lower high. You're supposed to make equal lows or lower lows, but price failed to do that. The moment price failed to do that, we broke structure and made higher highs. It's a change in trend. The trend has been changed. So now on the weekly time frame, we are bullish. Higher highs and higher lows. Higher highs and higher lows. Daily time frame, we are bullish. So you only look for buying opportunities. But at the moment, we pulled back here because you guys can remember the analysis. Price was at this point, and I did the analysis saying that I'll be expecting a pullback to this zone. I even drew my Fibonacci from swing low to swing high, expecting a pullback here to buy to the upside. Price then spiked and then dropped. So this is not a kind of setup I do take. can see the pullback is so steep. There is actually nothing to trade here. This is not the kind of pullback that I trade. The pullback is so linear. An ideal pullback for me is something that is consolidated, a consolidated pullback, consolidated. It's not just a drop. That's not how the market works. The market moves in waves, a series of higher highs and lower lows. So this is not an ideal pullback for me. I left it. So ever since then, the market has been acting chaotic. You can see there's no direction. We're moving up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, consolidating all the way. So there's nothing to trade on Euro USD at the moment. Euro USD and GBP USD, there's actually nothing to trade on these pairs at the moment. For for the coming future, I don't actually see any trading opportunities for these two pairs. So GBP USD and Euro USD, I'm going to be leaving them alone and actually move to some interesting pairs that have actually played according to plan. A pair like Euro JPY. Euro JPY, you guys know the analysis. Those are my previous videos. Euro JPY, buy to the upside, buy to the upside, buy to the. So the analysis was simple. You can see on the monthly time frame you are bullish. This is the higher low. On the weekly time frame you are bullish. Monthly time frame, you can see higher highs and higher lows. Monthly bullish engulfing candle. They're either going to make um equal highs or higher highs to continue the uptrend. So at this in this case we made an equal high. You can see the monthly bullish engulfing candle. You can see higher highs and higher lows. Equal highs or higher highs. So I mean at this case we made equal highs. So we're still bullish on the monthly time frame. Weekly time frame, higher highs and higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Although this is a consolidation, but you can still count it as a sideways movement, or you can still count it as a higher low, then give a high high or equal highs. So we are still bullish on the weekly time frame. On the daily time frame is where I now come to find buying opportunities. So this setup was actually in my previous video, so you can feel free to watch it. Price was actually at this point right here. Then I said that I will be waiting for a pullback into support. If I swing my Fibonacci from swing low to swing high, I'll be waiting for a pullback into support Fibonacci and draw my CTL to buy to the upside. And that was the analysis for Euro JPY. And price actually did that, but it didn't follow my entry criteria. Like I said, I should come to the 4 hour time frame. You can see price pulled back, but the same thing as GBP USD. It was not a good risk to reward ratio. If I should bring up my buy and sell to on the 4 hour time frame, you can see that it's going to be so wide. The stop loss will be so wide that the trade won't make sense. So like I said, I only go for minimum of 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. But in this case, the risk to reward was not worth it, so I left the trade. But for those of you that did enter Euro JPY, you can see that our take profit was here. Although I didn't enter the trade, but the trade still went as planned. The difference was that it didn't give me an entry criteria as planned. So you can see the price actually smashed our take profits right here and then rejected all the way to the downside to show you how accurate um this Fibonacci is, because this is the Fibonacci level. If I should draw my Fibonacci, this is actually a Fibonacci level. Let me go to the daily time frame and draw it. So swing low to swing high. You can see the point right here. This is 173.871. So this is actually the 100% Fibonacci level. So price tapped, you rejected back to the downside to show you how powerful this Fibonacci zone is. So as is it for Euro JPY, the trade has already played that. Although it took a long time before this trade actually hit the take profit, but I mean, it is what it is. So Euro JPY done and dusted. I think this pair is actually going to be giving us some trading opportunities in the future. So I'll actually be watching out for Euro JPY in the coming future. Know if there are other setups to place on this trade. But for now, the trade has been done. I don't think any setup will be coming out soon, but because price has to stabilize properly before blowing to the upside or the downside. Don't really know. Maybe this can still be a double top to bring price down, but at the moment, Euro JPY has played out accordingly. The only difference was that I didn't get into the trade. So for the trade that I actually got into, the trade that actually went as planned was BTC USD. So BTC USD at the moment, I'm currently in the trade. I'm currently riding the trade at the moment. So BTC USD is actually going in my favor at the moment. You can see BTC USD is actually going in my favor at the moment. Let me just do a brief analysis on BTC USD to show you guys the thought process. So you can see higher highs and higher lows. Higher highs, we are bullish on monthly time frame. There's no like we are bullish. We only look for buying opportunities. So we buy to the upside. Weekly time frame, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. We are bullish on the weekly time frame. Daily time frame, you can see we are also bullish on the daily time frame. So the weekly time frame is where I plotted my support and resistance, all those zones. And then on the daily time frame was where I actually came to find a trading opportunity. So on the daily time frame, it was simple. Price was trading around this point at 122k, and I then plotted my Fibonacci. It was a simple break and retest setup. So I plotted my Fibonacci from swing low to swing high, and said that I will be waiting for a bounce off of support Fibonacci, and then draw my CTL. Once I draw my CTL, I then buy at the 4-hour candle break. These setups, this trade breakdown are all in my videos. So if you do not understand what I'm saying at the moment, you can check those videos and have a full understanding of the analysis. But for now, I'm just giving a brief analysis on basically what is going on across all these pairs at the moment. So as you can see, BTC USD is the only pair that I'm actually in at the moment. I'm already in this BTC USD trade. I called it on my Twitter. You can go there and check it out. So yeah, but I also must point out that anything can still happen in this market. So because for the fact that I'm in a trade doesn't mean that it will actually work out. The price can still come at this point and slice back then and stop me out. But for me, I'm still going to keep my bias. The trade is either going to work out or not. And if it doesn't work out, I move to the next trade. If it works out, I move to the next trade. It's the game of forex we are playing here. But nothing is guaranteed in the market. I'm in the trade. I've executed the trade. Is that going to work out or not? So yeah, BTC USD moving in profit at the moment. Yeah. So these pairs, BTC, GBP USD, Euro USD, and Euro JPY, are the pairs that I actually started this channel with, analyzing them from top to bottom. These are the pairs that I actually started this channel with. I just wanted to give a general analysis about what is actually going on within them. So these are my thought process and my analysis within all these pairs. But from next week and the coming future, I'll actually be diving into other pairs to because other pairs are giving other trading opportunities. This strategy is not limited to a few selected pairs. You can trade any other pairs you so desire. So I'm going to be analyzing other pairs and then give my analysis on them and post on this YouTube channel. So that way we don't limit ourselves to only 4 pairs, because the way I actually do it is that on the weekend I analyze a whole lot of pairs and then pick the top 3 that perfectly aligns with my strategy, and then those are the pairs that I focus on during the week. So that's how I do it basically. So these are what I'm just looking out for. These pairs, these are my thought process, and next week I'll be showing you guys the other pairs I'm looking at too, analyzing other different pairs too. So yeah, you guys found value, you know what to do. See you guys in the next video. Peace out. Alright guys, that's it for today's section. Hope you guys found value in the video. See you guys in the next episode. Peace out. Subscribe.